Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to Monday. I know for a lot of people Mondays are challenging. It's like back to work, back to the grind. Hey, but not to worry. Hopefully I can help make your day a little better because today is Horoscopes Monday. That's right. For all of our new people, by the way, welcome to all the new people. Every Monday I put out horoscopes and I cover all 12 zodiac signs. And these are my unique horoscopes. I don't take them from any other astrologer or astrology site. I write them myself. They are my creation. So you won't get them anywhere else. They're unique to Psychic Bob. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. I tell you, we had an awesome weekend, didn't we? You know, on Saturday, we had our Saturday night seance. And if you guys have been away, didn't see that, definitely check that out. That's in the Q2 before this video. And yesterday, I went out and took you guys on a walk and went to the park and went shopping. And we had a good time. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, check that out as well. Both of those are in the queue right before this one. So we had our Sunday vlog and our Saturday night seance. Anyways, I'm so glad you're here. By the way, a lot of people have been writing saying how much they're excited about my books. If you're new here and you don't know, I have over at my website, and in fact, I'll put the link in the info box below. You can go over to my website and pick up copies of my books, Messages from Rose, that deals with my work as a trance channel, as a psychic. And this is my latest book, which is Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. You can get that over there as well. And that talks about my thoughts and experiences over 20 years of Wiccan practice. So you might enjoy those. Get some late summer reading in. Well, here we are. It's time for horoscopes. And we're going to spin around our big Zodiac wheel. How you like this Zodiac wheel? Isn't that cool? This is from the 1960s. It's kind of old. It's made of ceramic. But I love it. I just got all the central sun and the sun signs. A lot of fun. So what we're going to do just a little quick snapshot overview of the transits of the week, what's going on, and then we'll go into individual horoscopes, okay? Now, just to clarify, all the astrology in this video is for today, Monday, August 14th, 2017, through Sunday, August 20th, 2017, okay? So we're going to cover that time period, this week, okay? Now, we're starting off this week. Today on Monday, we've got our Sun in Leo. Ooh, that's great firepower. I love Leo energy. We've got our Moon in Taurus, which is a good grounding energy. And then we've got some really powerful transits. We've got our Moon trine Mercury, which is opening doors of communication. Our Moon sextile Neptune, which is bringing in that psychic sense. We've got our Moon sextile Venus, which means rapport with people will be good. And our Moon is trine Pluto. All of these are favorable. Pluto means long-term visions of success. Today is what I would call a power day. And no matter what sign you are, all the alignments today are pretty darn good. And so go out, seize the day, carpe diem, because I tell you, it's not often. I'm trying to think, we had this many powerful and positive transits all together. With our Moon in Taurus, that is bringing grounding and success. So, you know, usually Mondays are bad, but I tell you, this Monday, probably the best Monday I've seen in a long time. Okay. Now, this energy is going to be interesting throughout the week. Tomorrow is Tuesday. On Tuesday the 15th, we've got our Moon, our Taurus Moon's going to be in Taurus all day, which will still bring that grounding energy. At 9:15 at night, it moves into Gemini, which will shift to air energy. But the majority of the day, we still got that grounding influence of Taurus to help keep us stable. Venus tomorrow all day is going to be in opposition to Pluto. And what that means is it will be hard to focus on longer term goals. So tomorrow really just focus on the now, focus on what's in front of you. Let the long term goals just go for a few days. Don't get worried about that, because trying to get people to see the bigger picture tomorrow may be a little challenging. Focus on the immediate. That's how you get through Tuesday fine. Wednesday will probably be the most challenging day of the week this week. And the reason I say that is our Moon will be in Gemini, which opens up air energy, but sometimes air energy is ungrounding. And what you're going to find is that there are a lot of interesting shifts of energy. Now we've got our moon sextile Mars tomorrow. Mars is a fire energy, and this is a favorable aspect, but sometimes people can be a little oversensitive with the air moon and then fire coming. It can make people just a little on edge, so be a little careful with your speech tomorrow. Our moon is trine Jupiter, which means really good success for business. So, there's an energy that will be dynamic, but you also have to be careful it doesn't get out of control. Our challenges tomorrow is that our moon is square, tomorrow, Wednesday, our challenge is that our moon will be square Mercury and our moon is going to be square Neptune. This means it will be hard to have a sense of if your communication is working with other people. So you might feel a little out of sorts or a little disconnected in your communication. This is one of those days where it's like the energy is going to kind of be in motion. That firepower is pushing everything along. You can't control everything, okay? This is one of those days where you have to just let go, trust the spirit world, and let things unfold. It's not going to be a day that you're going to have a real sense of control. But if you can treat it like you're just on a roller coaster and you don't know what's coming around the bend, just roll with it. You'll be fine, okay? Now, as we go into Thursday, we're going to have a little bit of a challenge also on Thursday as well, because Venus is going to be square Jupiter that day. And what that means is it will be hard to, get people to kind of be present and be in a jovial mode. You may find that people are a little challenging. We do have our sun sextile the moon, which will help us with inner wisdom and understanding kind of what's going on. And our moon is sextile Uranus, so we can trust our inner voice. So don't always necessarily be swayed by what you see in front of you. That Venus square Jupiter may not give you the full picture of exactly what's going on around you, but listen to your inner voice. You're going to be awesome. And that psychic energy really continues into Friday, because on the 18th, we've got our moon in Cancer. That's one of the most psychic of signs. We've got our moon sextile Mercury and our moon trine Neptune. What that means is you'll have a good sense of communication with people. You'll be feeling your inner self. You have a good sense of what's coming and what's happening. It's your psychic day. I think Friday is the biggest psychic day of the week, okay? Now Friday, that'll be Friday. Then Saturday, this is going to probably be a day of retreat. I would encourage you stay at home on Friday. We have that Cancer moon, which will make people more introspective, but our Cancer moon is square Uranus. Uranus is the planet that brings inspiration, but in this case, a negative aspect means it brings confusion and discord. Might want to stay out of the fray. Don't get involved in big group events. Don't go out to any rallies. Don't do anything crazy. Stay at home, reflect, and you'll get through Saturday just fine. Luckily, when we get into Sunday, everything shifts back to, it's like the beginning of the week all over again. We got that Leo moon, brings in firepower, and we've got our Mars sextile Jupiter, which means power and energy for success. We've got our moon sextile Jupiter as well. That also brings a sense of inner well-being. And then we've got our moon aspecting Mars, which is just giving a little more firepower, some illumination. Trust your inner wisdom. You're going to have a great day of success on Sunday. So if you were to say, what are our power days? Today, Monday is a great power day, and Sunday is also the Sunday on the 20th. It's also a power day. So hopefully that'll give you a little insight of what is happening for the week. Well, now we're going to spin around. We're going to look at everybody's horoscope. Now, if you don't know what zodiac sign you are, listen up, because I give the birth dates after each sign. And when you hear the sign where your birth date falls in the range of those dates, that will be your sign, okay? So we're going to take a look at what's going on for you. Everybody watching this, you are going to get your own reading today, so listen up, okay? Our first sign on our big zodiac wheel is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 20th. Aries, you are in power mode this week. You are just feeling it. Trust that voice, run with it. There are a lot of Martian influences this week that are really giving you power, so you know that you can succeed this week. You're going to find as you go through your career work this week, your job, it's like you are just getting chances to shine. In the area of relationships also, you're going to just feel like you are getting ahead and people are in sync with you. Powerful week for you. Your key word this week, Aries, is celebrate. All right, our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 21st to May 20th. You know, Taurus, you may be tempted to jump into the fray and try to control everything. Don't. Taurus are going to have to sit back and let things unfold this week. Taurus, you're a natural leader, but in the work area, you cannot change the course that is unfolding before you. But the best success is to sit back and watch. Definitely be open to advice where people seek out your advice, but you cannot control things this week. Don't take that as a negative. Take that as a chance for a break and let other people learn how hard it is to be in charge, okay? In the area of relationships, also, Taurus, you kind of going to have to just slow it down this week. Don't get all strung out. There's no endings or beginnings. It's going to be more neutral in relationships this week. And so just be your cool self, chill, give yourself a little luxury this week, maybe a little special shopping, a little special treat, and have fun. And in the coming days, you'll start to see how that energy balances out for you. Your key word this week, Taurus, is relax. All right, our next sign is Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. You know, Geminis, your psychic self is really kicked in this week. You know, with that Gemini energy, that Gemini moon that comes in, you are really in a power place this week. But remember, Gemini, your power is not through effort and might or domination. Your power is through communication and through the wisdom of the mind. Work all things through the mind and the heart rather than through the hands. And you'll find that you have a lot more success. This also is going to apply in relationships for Gemini. You're really going to see this week that the cooler you are, the more power you exude. So don't go, you know, if you've got somebody you're trying to sort out a problem with, don't go attack them. Just gently put your idea out to the universe. And when you see that person you want to talk to, just say, I have some wonderful ideas to share to help things be better. And it's like if you treat it with gentle energy, with the power of the heart and mind, you're going to be awesome, okay? Also highlighted for Geminis this week are issues connected to long-term financing. So if you're looking at buying a house or investing in the stock market, good time to look at that, okay? Your key word this week, Gemini, is meditate. All right. Cancer. And Cancer is June 21st to July 22nd. You know, Cancers, you have also, similar to Geminis, you have the power of the mind. And you're going to be able to bring transformation to those around you this week. So you want to think again in terms of your psychic self as your center of power. In your work this week, Cancer, again, similar to Geminis, don't force issues. Simply breathe your consciousness in your direction in your mind, and it will manifest in the outer world. Cancers are also going to find this week that in the area of relationships that they are also feeling maybe a little challenge in the sense of not getting clear communication from others. I feel like Cancers are going to know what they want in relationships, but those around them may not be fully stable. There are some challenging Uranian influences. So Cancer, again, keep calm, just float through the week. You're going to be awesome. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to creative writing, like poetry or journal writing. Your key word this week is transform. All right, our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, you are in, you know, nobody ever calls until you're in a reading. Hold on just a second. I got to silence it. All right, sorry guys. Leo, that's July 23rd to August 22nd. You know, Leos, as I said, you are in winning mode right now. You are in, you know, supercharged energy mode. Be careful, Leo, that you don't come on too strong because you're going to certainly feel very hyper this week. Try to keep things a little low key. Your power will exude from you. You could stay silent and still amaze people. So don't feel that you have to go overboard. You're already winning. In relationships, the same thing. A little silence, a little withdrawal actually gives you greater power, greater mystery. And Leos are going to find that whatever they touch this week turns to gold. So you got that Midas touch and you bring success to everything you want. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to housing, particularly like building houses or transformation, renovation of homes. So think about your home project. Work on that also. Your key word this week, Leo, is success. All right. Our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgo, your natural vision is one of order, of balance. And this week, this will be really good because there are some Martian influences and Uranian influences that may make people around you a little on edge or a little hyper, a little out of focus. So Virgo, where your power is, particularly in the work area this week, is step in and be that organized person that keeps everybody else on track. The people around you may not understand their schedule or figure out where they're going, but you just kind of know what's going on with each person and just kind of tell them how it's going to be. They will receive your direction, okay? In the area of relationships, also interestingly, similar energy. You may find that people that you're attracted to or that you like or in relationship with, you may suddenly feel like your words are flying past each other and not connecting. This is really more a case of your partner not being focused. So in personal relationships also, you're going to just have to kind of take charge and tell them what it's about and how to run everything. You're going to be kind of the Mr. Mom or Mrs. Mom for everybody around you. And you'll be fine. You're going to get through. It'll be a good week ultimately because you'll have a lot of success. People are going to love you for what you can do, okay? Also highlighted for you are issues connected to artistic pursuits. So good time to also get away from it a little while and go to the museum and see some beautiful art. Your key word this week, Virgo, is order, okay? Libra, September 23rd to October 23rd. Libras, you're going to find this week that you have a case where you feel like you want to control everything, okay? You're going to have your hand here, 1 foot over there. You got to stop. Just breathe deep, let everything go, okay? Take your hands off everything and just let them relax. This is going to be a week, Libra, where you understand that the universe sometimes has its own order that is separate than ours. Don't try to control that or you'll get knocked down. Step back, let everything around you unfold in its own order, even if it's not what you would think. And what you're going to see is how amazingly the universe has got your back, okay? So you're not going to be forgotten, abandoned, or stuck, but you will have a much easier time this week, Libra, if you just let go, and as they say, let go and let God, okay? You're going to find also in the area of personal relationships this week, same thing. You can't control anybody. Let them go their own way. They'll figure out that they're messing up and they'll come back and say, I messed up, okay? And that way you're going to be awesome. People will come back to you and say, you were right all along, okay? Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to business development. So start making some marketing plans and think about expanding your own business if you've got one, or if you don't, think about starting a business. Your key word this week, Libra, is release. Just release everything to the universe. All right. Our next sign is Scorpio. That's October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, this is kind of a time for you to experiment. Scorpios are in a place where they're learning. Their minds are open to new ways, new concepts. They're trying to figure everything out. Feel free to take some chances this week, Scorpio. Step out of your comfort zone. Try some new tasks at work. Try to take on some new skill bases. And, practice makes perfect, as they say. So don't feel you have to be a master. You only have to try, okay? You're going to also find the area of relationships this week, Scorpio, that you want to take some risks. Kind of put yourself outside your comfort zone and do something that will amaze your partner or potential partner. And what you're going to find is that a little effort goes a long way, okay? Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues related to travel. So if you've been wanting to see the world, break out of your comfort zone, jump on a plane. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is practice. All right. Our next sign is Sagittarius. That's November 22nd to December 21st. You know, Sagittarius, you have got your psychic visor, your psychic lens on today. You are just tuned in this week. And you're going to really find that you are in harmony with the cosmos. You're going to start to see things around you in a very clear way, particularly in the work area this week, Sagittarius. Just let yourself trust your inner vision. People around you may not be ready to see the future yet, but tell them anyways what the future will be, because when it happens, you'll be right and they'll remember it. See, and you'll endear yourself. You're going to find also in the area of relationships this week, Sagittarius, trust your inner voice there. Your partner may give you mixed messages and you may not know how to interpret that directly. Sidestep the logical mind and go to the intuitive mind, the heart, and then you'll understand what they're really trying to communicate. And that way you won't, make a misstep. You're going to be fine there, but you've got to listen to that inner voice. Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to education, educational issues. If you've been wanting to go back to school, pick up a degree, maybe, just take some classes, good week to look into that. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is intuit. All right, our next sign is Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, you have a range of emotions this week. You're an earth sign. You're normally very grounded, but this week you may be feeling all that shifting current energy, those Martian influences, those Jupiter influences. It may feel a little bit like a tug of war for Capricorns this week. Don't get bothered by that. The secret to going through this week without any conflict is express yourself. Sometimes Capricorns try to be staid and solid and hold their word. Talk about how you feel. This may be a little out of your comfort zone, but you'll find out that people are much more understanding and supportive, and you'll have a lot more sympathizers to help you get through this week if you have challenges. You're going to find in the area of relationships that you probably amaze your partner. They're like thinking, wow, you never told me how you feel. So be open to that self-expression. Trust your inner wisdom. Trust your heart. You're going to rock it, okay? Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to business development. So you're a Capricorn. You've been wanting to kind of start your own thing, start your own business. Look into it. Get the ball rolling. You'll have a lot of sympathetic support. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is express. Express yourself. Okay. And our next sign is Aquarius. That's January 20th to February 18th. You know, Aquarius, the world around you might be mad. And there's a lot of that Uranian influence. It's even a little pulling on Aquarius this week. But Aquarius, your secret to rolling through the week is whatever you do it with flair and style. As an Aquarius, you have a unique energy. You're able to kind of think outside the box. This is a week where you're going to find that by being more creative, more zany, more radical, you're going to be awesome, okay? Now, in relationships, though, take it down just a notch than you would in your own work area because, people are more sensitive this week. So that Uranian influence, you got to be careful that it doesn't push you into radical mode. So be quiet, be gentle with your words. You don't have to speak a lot. Aquarius is going to find that their presence counts for a lot. This is a great week for Aquarius to focus on image, focus on clothes, focus on how you look, because your very presence, whether you say anything or not, is what will be noted. So do everything you have with flair and style and creativity, and you're going to rock it. Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues related to occult studies. So good time for Aquarians to research witchcraft, magic, astrology, spiritualism, all that stuff. Dig into it deep and discover again your connection to the spiritual world. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is style. All right, our next sign is Pisces, and that's February 19th to March 20th. Pisces, you're not going to feel particularly grounded this week. There are a lot of good energies and transits this week, but you're also going to find that even when you're feeling grounded, people around you may not be as grounded. This is a week where Pisces can kind of just float on the surface. Don't get too attached to anything. Don't be attached to your own power. Don't be attached to everything having to be just so. Pisces, you're like the fish. That means you can just float through the oceans in gentleness. And that's how you really want to approach this week. Is just coast through it. Don't be worried. You might be somebody who's always like, you go to the company banquet and you're always set next to the vice president or the president. And you're always thinking, well, I didn't get my usual chair. They must not like me. You might be at the other end of the table. Don't take anything personal this week. This week is going to be a little chaotic. Despite that, there are a lot of chances for you just to shine. Remember, your presence, similar to Aquarius, you have a lot of personal power just in being seen. So it doesn't matter where you sit, just show up, you'll be rocking it, okay? In the area of relationships also, Pisces, a lot of flirtation energy here around you. So just have fun with it. Probably not the best time to get into heavy, romantic, serious discussions this week. If you are in a relationship, keep that light as well. And if you're looking to get into a relationship, don't jump so deep so quick. Just float on the surface for a few days. You'll understand as things progress that was a good move. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to travel as well. So good time if you want to just get a break from everything, take a little trip, okay? Your key word this week, Pisces, is float. Just float along. You're going to be awesome. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, can you believe that? We've just covered all 12 zodiac signs, went around our wheel. And listen, I got to say it, I say it all the time, but I love to say it because it's so true. Remember that if you're in a time in your life where you feel overwhelmed, don't give in to despair. The zodiac wheel above us is always in motion, always spinning. And what that means that each day, as it revolves, it brings into our world new energies for new opportunities, for new beginnings and new successes. So nothing is permanent. Even the bad things go away eventually. And you will find that you can have more power, more joy through just working in harmony with the stars. See, the stars don't compel us, nor do they control us, but they are allies. They are friends on our journey to inspire us, to empower us, and to give us a little wisdom on the way. So look to the stars and keep faith, hope, and love in your heart, and you're going to be just fine. Guys, I am so glad you're here. I love you guys. Is that doing that right? Is that the heart symbol? I love you guys. You're rocking. Well, listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. By the way, just because I always forget it, make sure to pop over to my website. I'll put the link below. Check out my books, okay? But we're going to have more tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and that means messages from the spirit world. So send me your questions. You can put them on last week's video, or you can write to me at readings@robert-hickman.com. Again, all that will be below. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And so be back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. And until then, may you always blessed be.